Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me for this week's reading. I know there's a lot going on right now collectively, and in our individual lives as well. We're going through a lot of shifts on just so many levels, right? I want to share this experience with you guys because I feel it may help someone who is watching. So last week, the reason I couldn't make my video was because I misaligned my back, and I was in a lot of pain. It was really excruciatingly painful, and to the point where I couldn't even lie down on the bed. So the first night I lied down on a yoga mat in my main room, and still I couldn't sleep the whole night. I was like in so much pain. The reason I'm sharing this experience is because I want to tell you what I did, and it really worked. So what I did was, first of all, I knew that any pain that we experience, our body is trying to tell us something. So I started to tune in to my body. I started to tune inwards to that point that was hurting, to that point that I felt was misaligned. And especially right now with everything going on, like, everything is shut down here. I can't go anywhere. Even if I want to go to a chiropractor to help me fix it, I couldn't do that. So anyways, I tuned into my body, and I was like, okay, what does my body want to tell me? And I just sat in silence, and I was just sending light and energy to that point that I felt was misaligned. And the message that I got from my body at that point in time was, everyone is in quarantine except you. And I was shocked. I was like, okay, and what is it saying? Because I was not seeing, but online, working with my clients, doing all the housework, doing everything, like I'm a pretty active person, and I continued with that. I was like, okay, so the world is in quarantine and I need to slow down. That was the message that I got, that I need to slow down. So that's when I said, okay, you know what? I'm gonna shut down everything for a couple of days and just focus on myself and, pay attention to what my body is trying to tell me. I also did a healing ritual with Archangel Raphael, and I just set that intention in my body that I'm gonna honor it. I'm gonna step back, and I'm just gonna focus on myself. I canceled everything that was, for that day, for those couple of days, and I moved that forward. And I was just tuning into my body and sending in a lot of light, and I left it at that. And I'm not kidding. The next morning I got up, I was like 70% better. And I was like shocked myself, like, because where I was and how much my body shifted by itself was just mind-blowing, because I wasn't expecting myself to just feel this way the next day. And then it just got significantly better, and I would just sit and actually feel my body, my bones kind of move by itself. I know it sounds so creepy, but that's what it was. And it was like, oh my God, okay, I can't feel it, but whatever is happening. And I was in that state of surrender, which is very important too. By surrender, I mean, like, in my mind, I was like, if I have to experience pain, then I accept it. Then I'm like okay with it. Then I'm like, okay, this is what I need to accept, and this is what I need to experience right now. If I need to experience that pain right now, I'm gonna accept it. I'm just gonna take it with grace and accept it, because this is something that I have to experience, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. So I did the healing ritual. I sent light to my body. I honored what my body was trying to tell me, and then I surrendered the outcome. So this part is very important. The reason I'm sharing this is, if anyone is going through anything right now, maybe what I'm sharing on some level is going to help you, and I really hope it does, because it made a big difference on me. And I'm telling you, the next morning I was just thankful. I was in a state of gratitude and very thankful to God, but at the same time in a state of acceptance that, you know, however my body reacts, I'm just gonna accept it, and I'm gonna honor it, and I'm gonna listen to whatever my body has to tell me. And it's made a big difference. So without further ado, I know you guys want the reading, and you must be like, she's ranting about her health or what happened, but I just felt that this part was important because it was very significant for me. This experience taught me a lot, and I'm very grateful. I really truly am. And I just want to pull one card, and this card has come out, so I'm just going to accept this. We have enchantment, and in this card we see this beautiful unicorn. And you know what, with this card I feel it's getting into this essence of childlike innocence and purity and, you know, acceptance of life. And I know it's very hard right now because our minds tend to react that this thing's not working right in my life, and you know, there's like 100 things going on right now, so our minds try to go into that mode. But if you can get into this space of playfulness and see this universe for the vastness that it is, because it is, you know, this virus is just an aspect of it. It's like a small thing that has happened to kind of rearrange our lives for us to reset our lives and go within and understand what is the higher purpose. And you know, the other thing that I'm getting with this card, when you believe in magic of the universe, that magic is possible. So a lot of people are gonna live their lives never gonna experience anything, never gonna experience no energies, no magical shifts, nothing in their life, because they don't believe in it, because they just shut down to it. So they're never gonna experience that. And the people who are open to it, see, there's always these parallel universes and these different dimensions that are at play. So which one are you tuning into? If you're tuning into the magical universe and the mystery and the magic of everything that exists, you can create shifts like this because you believe in it, and there is a possible, and it's not just a fairy tale belief that, okay, you know, I'm gonna be in my la la land. No, it's not that. It's not that. It really exists. These dimensions exist, you know, where these dimensions where there are unicorns, where there are mermaids, where there are fairies. All this is a possibility, but how open are you to receiving it? Because if you're not open to receiving it, you'll never receive it. And so I do believe that there are these energies and possibilities right now, even in this chaotic time where everything seems messy. But if you were open to it, because what happened to me was magical, was seriously magical, was a miracle by itself. And I'm very thankful to God for it. Really, I am, because I was in the state of acceptance that, okay, if I have to spend this time in pain, I also accept that. So I was okay with it in my mind. I made peace with the fact that, okay, for whatever reason, if I need to go through this in pain, I accept that too. But I also believe in the magic of the universe. And when you believe in the magic of the universe rearranges everything. I do believe in that. So all these possibilities are there. And this is such a perfect time because you are in your home, you are in quarantine. What I would recommend to you is meditate. Meditate, connect with those energies that are ever so present. And I was telling someone the other day that this is such a powerful time that even if you meditate for, let's say, 5 minutes, you're gonna feel it. It's gonna make such a huge difference in your life because you're gonna tap into those energies, because There are such powerful energies working right now. But are you tapping into that? Are you aware of that? Are you open to that? That's going to be an individual thing, right? So I'm going to leave it at that. I promise next week is going to be a proper reading. But I hope you receive something out of this in this video. I wish you guys all the best. I will see you next week. Thank you so much for watching.